Hey, my name is Michael Skeen. I did Moral Dimensions of Abortion, an ethical and philosophical exploration. Abortion is not just a legal issue, it's deeply moral. It's a deeply moral issue that touches on personal values, beliefs about life and autonomy and the meaning of human dignity. It challenges individual and societies to weigh complex ethical questions about rights, responsibility, and compassion. It raises fundamental ethical dilemmas. Abortion raises fundamental ethical dilemmas that force us to consider whose right should take precedence and under what circumstances. These dilemmas often pit deeply held moral convictions against each other, making the issue both personal and universally challenging. Involves questions about your life, rights, autonomy, and societal values. The morality of abortion involves profound questions about the beginning and value of human life, the rights of the pregnant individual, and the extent of personal autonomy. It also reflects the broader societal values, including how we define justice, protect the vulnerable, and balance individual freedom with collective responsibility. Why my morality matters in the abortion debate. Abortion is not just a legal issue, it's deeply moral. It involves questions about life, rights, autonomy, and societal values. It raises fundamental ethical dilemmas. Key ethical questions. What are we really asking? When does life begin? The question of when life is central for the abortion debate and is interpreted differently across scientific, philosophical, and religious perspectives. Some argue that life starts at conception, while others believe it begins as at viability, birth, or when certain developmental milestones are reached. Whose rights take priority, the pregnant person or the fetus? Determining whose rights take priority, the pregnant person or the fetus, is one of the most difficult ethical questions in the abortion debate. It involves balancing the pregnant person's right to bodily autonomy and life decisions against the potential rights of the developing fetus. Is abortion ever morally justified? The question of whether abortion is ever morally justified depends on the ethical framework and circumstances considered. Some argue it is justified in cases of danger to the pregnant person's health, rape, or severe fetal abnormalities, while others believe it is never morally permissible regardless of the situation. Ethical perspectives on abortion. Utilitarianism. What action creates the greatest good? Deontology. Are there moral duties or rules that must be followed? Virtue ethics. What would a virtuous person do? Religious ethics. Sacred texts and spiritual values. Pro-choice moral arguments. Moral case for abortion rights. Bodily autonomy and personal freedom. Quality of life for both parent and child. Respect for individual moral agency, minimizing suffering in difficult circumstances. Pro-life moral arguments. Moral case against abortion. Life begins at conception or early development. Fetus has intrinsic value and rights. Duty to protect the vulnerable. Moral concern for potential life. Complex cases and gray areas, situations that challenge absolutes. Abortion due to rape or incest, severe fetal abnormalities, risk to the mother's life, late-term abortions. Seeking common good. Is moral consensus possible? Emphasis on reducing unwanted pregnancies, better support for parents and children, honest, empathetic dialogue, focus on shared values, compassion, justice, autonomy. Conclusion. The moral conversation continues. Abortion remains one of the most morally complex topics. Ethics helps us to explore the why, not just the what. Respectful dialogue and ethical reasoning are essential.